Oh man. Hey. Hey.
How's it going?
Great. How are you, Shane?
Doing well, doing well. So how's this been going?
Well, I am just sitting in for Michelle this morning.
Gotcha.
And how are things at Liquidlogic?
Things are kind of crazy, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, the social distancing thing sells kayaks.
I'll bet. I'll bet. People want to get out. They want to be out in the
Yep,
rivers and the woods and just, it's fantastic.
yep. So it's a
You
little
know,
crazy, actually.
well, that's good. That's good crazy, I guess. Have you had a chance to get out on any of this good water?
I haven't really. I mean, I have a little. I did one trip, but yeah, I was thinking about like I was. Maybe I shouldn't have scheduled that for the middle of the day Friday.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear you. Well, let's do our interview and then you can maybe wrap it up early and get a little run in somewhere. Um, okay. This is already set up recording, I am told.
Okay.
I did not set it up. You can hear me okay?
Yeah. Is everything okay here? I'm gonna have some background noise. The factory's going a little bit, but not. We do 410s, and this is the off day.
Right. Okay.
But there's still some folks making noise back there.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. All right. Well, this is Harrison Metzger sitting in for Michelle Tennant, and she's asked me to talk to Shane Benedict about the asphalt plant that's proposed in East Flat Rock and would be on on land that runs into a tributary of the Green. So Shane, so she wanted me to start out just with a format of tell us your name, what you do for a living, and how long you've lived in Henderson County.
Thanks, Harrison. My name's Shane Benedict, and I've lived in Henderson County for 20 years, but I've paddled the Green River for 30, and I consider it one of the special places in my life. You know that I've cut a lot of cut my teeth paddling that river, and it's a really cool place, a hidden gem in Henderson County. But 20 years ago, a group of friends and I started a kayak company called Liquidlogic Kayaks, and we started it in Saluda to be near the Green River. And I moved into a house up Lake Estates, where I'm less than a half mile from the proposed site. And so it impacts me in a lot of different ways. You know, personally, my home is, I mean, it's really close. It's right on or near the tributary going into the Green. And then the reason I came here, the reason we brought our business, which is 65 employees right now, the reason we brought it here is because of the Green River. And we wanted to make boats to paddle that river, boats to paddle out on Lake Summit, which is not very far away. So it's impactful on me in a lot of different ways. Yeah, to put it simply.
Yeah, that's very succinct. So Lake Estates is just across the 225 or from the property. So
Yep.
you are almost within sight of it, correct?
Yep. Yep.
And so there's a tributary, isn't there, that that feeds the Green River that comes off that property?
Yeah, so it comes down Old Spartanburg Highway, and it actually connects and goes right through our neighborhood, and then goes down what is the old Greenville Road back in the horse-drawn carriage days, and it goes down and ends up in the Green and on the upper section of the Green.
Is that near the Pot Shoals area and the locals would know about?
Bayless. It comes in just above Bayless.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I know the creek that you're talking about. So do you feel like it could have an impact on water quality or air quality, or what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, I have been near, especially since this has happened, I've been near a couple of asphalt plants and they smell. So the air
Mhm.
quality it's a noticeable impact. As far as the river, the runoff, surely there has to be runoff from that property. And they can put in some mitigating, settling ponds and that kind of thing, but increased traffic, the dust coming off those trucks, all that, it has to impact
Mhm.
that creek. And, a couple of times already, I have called in folks actually that are polluting that creek. And the great thing is we've got a river keeper.
Mhm.
Gray Jernigan from Mountain True has jumped, one of them in particular, he was able to jump right on, and actually they did something about it. It was cool. It's really neat to have that access to somebody that's taking care of the river.
Mhm. Well, on October 1st, the Henderson County Board of Commissioners are going to have a public hearing on this at Blue Ridge Community College. And it's my understanding it starts at 6 p.m. And if people want to speak, they need to sign up at 5. So for whitewater paddlers, would you encourage them to come? I mean, I know it's a difficult time with the pandemic and the social distancing. However, it's very important, I think, for people who have concerns to make their voices heard. What are you hearing in the whitewater community about it?
I mean, I think there is some awareness. I've definitely been raising this issue. Michelle just did a post recently that got a lot of footing in the paddling community. Um, I will most certainly encourage a lot of people to come and attend. And I think that the river issue, you just can't fix a river once it's damaged.
Yeah.
It's really difficult to. And we have examples of that, but it's taken years and years and years. So trying to protect it right up front is really important, as much as we can.
Yeah.
The other side of this for me is that our planning board and our board of commissioners already spent a lot of time on this entire project back in the day, and even recently as well. They've reinvested in the zoning that they've decided on. The zoning of community commercial was decided on through a long process, and both of the planning board and the commissioners had to take part in that. And I hate that that they're having to go back through this when they spent so much time already doing it. And there's a reason that they chose the plan and the community chose the plan. And I get it. I get manufacturing. It's what I do. We've been doing 20 years here,
Right.
and we picked a building zoned industrial.
Yeah.
That's zoned industrial. So we understand we even need kayaks, and asphalt plant, whether or not we need another asphalt plant, I'm not a professional as far as that goes. My understanding is there's quite a few in our local area.
Mm-hmm.
But that location, though you can say there's commercial business around it, it's surrounded by residents.
Yeah.
It's not just my residents, they're all around, and many of them overlook that property. They're right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just it's not an appropriate spot. It needs to be an industrial spot, industrial zoned location. And, that's kind of where I am. I definitely come at it from the environmental point because I love the Green River and the paddling community loves the Green River. But I also come at it from just the simple fact that the Board of Planning commissioners have already been through this. They did a really good plan, put it all together, and that's what you do. The zoning is there for a reason. You follow the
Yeah.
zoning. And I get the application, but I understand the desire. It's a good location. I get the location being good, but the situation with the surrounding properties makes it not a good location. If that makes sense, I don't know if that was very clear.
Well, I know it's close to I-26, which is being
Yeah,
widened, but
yeah. As far as a functional location, it has a lot of merit. But as far as a position in the community, it's absolutely incorrect. It's a horrible place.
well, you make a really good point that, the community zoning, the plan, uh, it would require a change because right now it is not allowed. And I think a lot of people are going to make that same point on October 1st.
Yeah.
You have any other thoughts you want to share?
No, I probably went on too long at that point.
Not at all. Not at all. We really appreciate your perspective and the perspective from the whitewater paddling community, which is such an important part of our area here with Liquidlogic and all the boaters that choose to live here because of the beautiful rivers we have. So thanks so much, Shane. It's good talking with you.
Thank you, Harrison.
All right.
Appreciate
Have a
it.
great day.
See you October 1st.
Okay. See you. Bye-bye.